Hey guys, it's Blair with Revit Auto, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to go through my new favorite little pocket scan tool. Now this guy's probably a little too big to fit in your pocket, but it is a must-have for me on the road if I don't want to pull out the big guns. Now this is a really cool little tool. It is super powerful for reading codes and giving you live sorts of data. Now it doesn't have any bi-directional type data, but what it does have is a really powerful quick check engine OBD2 search. So let's say that we're plugged into this car right now. It's a 2014 Toyota Corolla, and I can just click OBD2 and very quickly get access to the data that I need, which is why our check engine light's on. So it gives us just a quick overview of what's going on with this car. I can click OK, and then I can read the codes, look at all the quick little links I can get to here if I want to do a quick component test or an O2 monitor test, look at freeze frame, look at live data, or just do a quick erase. Let's say I just had, replace the O2 sensor or something and I just want to do a quick erase. But we're going to just read these codes here. What's pretty cool about this scanner is that it has really good wide support. A lot of these small scan tools are only really specific to like American or Euro, or they'll have American and Euro but no Japanese. So this one I've been using for about 5 or 6 months now, and I've been able to get data off almost every single car, from old BMWs to new Mercedes, and it's been just really awesome to use. Now on this car here specifically, we just replaced the charcoal canister, so I'm going to go ahead and erase these codes because that's what was causing that. However, I just want to show you, if you wanted to go through every single module individually, you can do that with this scanner. So if I went to, let's say, scan and then Asian, and then I go all the way down to Toyota because it's way down there. Now, when I do it this way, it's really slow. And I typically don't have to do this because most of the time you just have a check engine light on. But this is going to want me to do all my stuff. All right, great. See, so it already auto-populated that this is a 2014 Corolla. And now all I have to do is just select OK. And it should allow me to scan all my modules. Sometimes I've used this on older cars where it won't actually let me go through, so this does not have a smart key. It won't actually let me go through this menu. I have to manually click everything in. So that's awesome that this does have that sort of auto VIN read feature, because I didn't select any of that earlier. And on other cars, you'll plug into it and it won't read it, and then you'll have to go through that whole long list. But that's awesome that it did it on this car. That's great. So I can see here that we have an ABS light on. I think that's going to be a miscommunication code because I know this battery was replaced at some point, and sometimes you get those lack of communication codes. But regardless of that, once this thing is done scanning, you can see it's going through these systems pretty quick, which I would expect because this is a Corolla, not a Mercedes or an Audi or a BMW, which can take forever to get through all the modules. But this thing is a pretty quick, powerful tool for just seeing what's wrong with your car without having to dive into any super expensive scan tools that have all the bilateral functions that most of us don't use. Now, what I said that I like the most about this is that it's really small and compact, so I can throw it in my toolbox. I don't need this really nice little box that it comes with, but it is nice to have for me since we're mobile and I'm walking back and forth through the cars. So I'll just, go through the read codes function, and it'll take us pretty much exactly where we were when we went with the OBD2 function. Now, the other thing that's cool about this is that it has a lot of really great features revolving around parking aid sensors. So if you have parking sensors, you can use this scan tool to fuss with those. Like we used this on a Chevy Avalanche video that we'll be posting here soon, and this is the only scan tool of this size and price range that has let us get that type of data. So now we're looking at the ABS, and you can see here it's just loss of communications. So this probably happened if there was a dead battery and they were trying to start the car. Nothing to be concerned about, so I'm just going to go ahead and erase these codes, and if it is a problem, the codes will come right back, and then we can diagnose it. So again, really cool little scanner, has the backup support that I love from Autel, and they have an awesome US-based team of like 20 to 25. When I was at SEMA, I got to go over and talk to some of those guys, tell them how much of a fanboy I am, and they were not appreciative. No, I'm just kidding. They were really cool. There's a lot of really great support. All the time these guys are coming out with new features. They have a really cool development team. The company's huge. Apparently there's thousands of employees, and the US-based team was really nice. So now that we have everything done here, we can just go ahead and go back, and you can see here that now we have no fault codes, which means that they were all properly erased, and we can go ahead and we can quit this feature and then start the car up, let the client take it for a test drive, and see what happens. Now, another feature that I skipped over on this thing is that it has a service function, which has, you know, all of your little things that you have to deal with. So if you have, let's say, one of those European BMWs, I know I'm not hooked up to one, but you have reset the battery and you have to do that, it will walk you through the process of how to do that. What's really cool is that when we're doing oil changes on stuff, and I, you know, haven't fussed with doing an oil change on a car in a while and I can't remember how to manually do it, you can use this scan tool. It will either do the service for you, or it will tell you, hey, this is what you have to do. So I use this on a Honda that I own, and I couldn't remember how to, you know, do the select reset button and all that stuff, and I clicked on this and it told me how to walk through it. So this is a cool scanner. I definitely would buy one if I was in the market for a new scan tool that was on a budget. And it's been pretty great. I haven't done any updates on it. It's already been pretty updated so far. But if I have any issues with any of my Autel products, I just call their support team and they walk me through everything pretty quickly. So this is just a quick little overview of the MD808 Pro. Really nice, user-friendly, easy interface. You just have these buttons and you click through your options. It would have been cool if it was touchscreen, but that would have just added a whole bunch of costs that's not exactly necessary because you're just really reading data on this one. So this was a solid one. Thanks to the guys at Autel for making a awesome scan tool that will do all the jobs, so I don't have to keep buying more and more and more scanners. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Hope it helped you figure out what scan tool you want to buy. And as always, thanks for watching and happy motoring.